Okay, welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be going over cardio and the common mistakes I see all the time, and hopefully you will not make them after watching this. So obviously during a fat loss phase and even during a muscle building phase, cardio is important. We should all be doing it at least a few times a week. Which type of cardio you do is up to you, but during a fat loss phase I see quite a few common mistakes with cardio, and I just want to go over them now and hopefully I will help you. Now, mistake number one that I see in a fat loss phase is people going too hard too soon. Think, we create our deficit by dropping our calories. We can increase that deficit through cardio steps and training, but if you come out the gate too hard, you will crash and burn. Obviously, everybody is different, but if you have, 15, 20 kilos to lose, and you go from being a couch potato to, I'm just going to do 60 minutes of cardio a day, 7 days a week. I'm just not going to eat carbohydrates. I'm just going to smash weights all the time. You're finished. After a couple of weeks, you're not sticking to it. We need, cardio runway. We want to start slow and give ourselves the most amount of time and room to progress. This is why I'm a big fan of starting your cardio on a treadmill and progressing the speed and incline over time. This is why I'm a big fan of low intensity cardio over HIIT cardio, which I'll get into shortly. But you want to start slow and build up, because inevitably, guys, you will run into plateaus along the way. And we don't always just want to drop food. When you hit a plateau, you don't just want to say, right, drop calories, plateau, drop calories, plateau, drop calories. 6 weeks go by, you're on 1,500 calories, you're finished. Next thing you know, you've binged and you're having to start again. So we start cardio nice and slow and build it up over time. I like to start around 3 times a week at 20 minutes, and over the course of months, I'll work that up to 7 times 30 minutes. If it's steady state, it's okay and it's doable. If it's HIIT cardio, it's slightly different. This leads me nicely into mistake number 2. This is going to ruffle some feathers, but pushing HIIT cardio during a fat loss phase. I'm a big fan of low intensity, steady state cardio. Think zone 2, think heart rate between 130 and 140 beats per minute over HIIT cardio. HIIT cardio during a fat loss phase will massively increase hunger. Big problem, as you can imagine. It will massively increase fatigue. Another big problem. This will affect your training performance. If we end up lifting less load because we're fatigued, we're going to lose muscle along the way. Our goal during a fat loss phase is to maintain as much muscle as possible. Steady state cardio, easy way to burn calories. It's low impact. You're not going to get injured. You're not going to tear a hamstring on an exercise bike than you are doing hill sprints. Low intensity cardio is the way forward during a fat loss phase. Mistake number 3 that I always see as well, and this especially with women, is cardio overweight. People think, I want to lose body fat, so I'm just going to massively increase my cardio, and they neglect resistance training. If you go into a calorie deficit, you're not really monitoring your protein, your cardio goes through the roof. You will lose fat and you will lose muscle. The more muscle you lose, the lower your metabolism will be, and the more you're going to have to drop your food to continue seeing those drops. You don't want to go down this dark hole of having to eat such low calories because you're so under muscled, because all you do is Barry's boot camp and spin. We need muscle. When you go into a fat loss phase, you should be thinking about building muscle. Every time you step into the gym, you are there to build muscle, not to burn body fat. But always remember that when we're in the gym, it's to build muscle. Please, there's one thing you can take away from this video, is if you are going into a fat loss phase, have weight training as the bulk of your program, maybe 3 to 4 times a week, and use cardio as tools to burn calories. But the majority of your work should come from resistance training, because that's going to allow you to keep the weight off long term. We want a healthy metabolism. It's so important. I see it all the time where people say to me, I'm doing so many steps, I'm doing so much cardio, but I just can't seem to lose weight. And it's like, they had great progress at the start, and then you see a picture of them, they have no muscle, they're skinny fat, especially the men. Now, mistake number 4 I see is not making cardio measurable. The reason why I said I'm a big fan of the treadmill is because as you're going through a fat loss phase and you start to hit sticking points, we can just increase the incline. Go from 20 minutes 3 times a week to 30 minutes 4 times a week. No incline to a 3% incline. If you're on the cross trainer, level 10 to level 12, level of 20 minutes to 30 minutes. You don't really know how many calories you've burned. Obviously, you're going to go off of a watch, but it's going to make you hungry, and we end up eating too much food. With cardio, you want to make it measurable and you progress it over time. Bring calories down, progress it over time, bring calories down, and just have control so you know what's going on. You want to be in full control, know exactly what's going on. So when the fat loss phase is done, you know exactly how to safely take yourself out through a reverse diet so you can maintain your weight. Now, the fifth mistake I see, which again for me is a big one, is doing cardio before your training or having it affect your training, okay? We want to be careful where we put our cardio in. Cardio in the morning, maybe train a little bit later on. Cardio in the evening, maybe train in the day, but we never want to put our cardio pre-workout or too close to a workout. Either you do cardio in the morning, train later on, or you do cardio in the evening, you train early on, or if you have to, you would put cardio post-workout, but never ever pre-workout. Remember, we are prioritizing resistance training in a fat loss phase. It is key. Resistance training, protein, and then cardio is just a tool in the toolbox to burn more calories. Okay, I hope this video helped, guys. If you have any questions, please leave a comment and I will answer as many as I can and keep making these.